here's what you guys thought of how to run a monster bluff. If you haven't seen how to run a monster bluff, click up here and then come back and watch this.
Yep, exactly. All right, so first of all, Derek Brandt on YouTube, as everyone.
Everybody's on the YouTubes.
Yeah, these are our favorite comments. Derek Brandt says, ruling out a 3-bet pre-flop with ace X of diamonds from the button is just plain wrong.
Strong language Derek Brandt used.
I agree with Derek Brandt.
Yeah, we kind of got caught up in the idea that Feenstra can't have a flush. We loved that idea.
Oh, it's so
It was a fun idea. It helped Neil's play be a little bit better because we were kind of questioning Neil's play throughout the hand, but wanted it to be fun and good. We wanted it to be good because it was a fun, cool play. Upon further inspection, this is true. We kind of knew it, but we wanted to have like this kind of definitive. We were kind of being results oriented. But you know, we wanted Neil to be right. It turns out Neil wasn't exactly in this spot, but whatever.
Neil actually says, because we found an interview of him later on, which we just watched actually, he says he had never really played with Feenstra before and didn't know anything about him. So to assume Feenstra can never have like the 6-7 of diamonds here is actually crazy.
Right.
Or even the ace-4 of diamonds or something
Neil was just playing straight bully poker.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked out.
Congratulations. All right, Jamie Perry says, saying he never, this is all like caps too strong, never gets there with King 10 is kind of silly, considering how he got there with 8-9. Farrell could be in this spot with nearly any 2 cards, considering how loose he is.
Disagree.
Yeah,
this one we disagree with. The first one, yes, we were wrong about that. But when I said that Farrell could never have King 10, I was referring mostly to his check raise on the turn. If you guys remember, it was a King, King, Queen 8 board on the turn with 3 diamonds. If Farrell check raised King 10 there, he's basically folding out all worse hands and getting 3-bet shoved on by a lot of better hands and sometimes worse hands and probably having to fold, which is just terrible.
Don't do that.
And you don't want to fold out pocket aces here, which you are going to do a lot of the time.
Some of the time. Aces are never going to jam on you, that's for sure. It's a terrible spot to put yourself in. It's a very clear check call with a hand like King 10 because the hand is strong enough to be able to check call still.
8-9 is a clear fold or check raise. Usually he should be folding 8-9, but check raising is better than calling at least. I can give him credit for that.
It was, as we like to say, ambitious. Finally, Andrew J says, we block King X, Queen Queen are 4-betting sometimes, so the only hands he can really have are 8-8. I think this is a bad fold.
Well, first of all, King, Queen, and 8-8 have the same amount of combos. They're each 3 combos on this board, so they're equally likely. Queen, Queen is not necessarily 4-betting because they both have over 100 big blinds, and as Neil Farrell, if you 4-bet and get 5-bet in this spot, it's just awful. It's just not a good spot.
It's not an ideal way to play queens, for sure.
Queens. I don't like queens that
way.
Don't
play queens or queens that way.
I wouldn't do it.
I would play clacks like that.
Okay, for sure.
Not jacks, but clacks. It would just a terrible spot when you're this deep, especially. They both have over 100 blinds. They're 2 of the chip leaders in the tournament. While you like having queens, it's questionable to get into a massive pre-flop raising war with queens against one of the few people in the tournament who can bust you. It's just a bad way to play, especially when you're like 3 tables from the final table. Just horrible. You don't want to put yourself in that spot. I'd be surprised if Neil did.
Right. So upon further inspection, Neil played this hand pretty spewy. You know, that's just kind of how it was. But we're really happy about all of your comments. Keep them coming. The mean ones too, but maybe less of those.
Less mean,
no,
but
it's fine.
okay.
It's fine.